Protector's Enclave needs your help.
The sea captain arrived in Protector's Enclave the other day, telling of strange events happening in Icewind Dale, far to the north. Dunmish was his name. According to the captain, a recent calamity has left the region covered in a strange substance the locals call black ice. Some say this black ice is a wondrous material capable of making incredible weapons and armor. Others say it is a curse on the land, corrupting the minds and hearts of every living thing it touches. Captain Dunmish is offering passage to heroes willing to brave the dangers of Icewind Dale. He's only taking the very best, though. Do you think you'll meet his standards?
I heard this was the city to hire heroes. So far, I'm not convinced. Icewind Dale has been a proven ground for heroes over the years. I'm glad to see you're taking this seriously. The Black Ice has torn Icewind Dale asunder. Mercenary factions vie for control of Caer-Konig, a town at the center of the trouble, and kill each other over black ice deposits in the wilderness. And the normal dangers in the area, barbarians, trolls, bears, rimmer hazes, grow stronger and more violent the longer they are exposed to black ice. Black ice seems like a curse, but some local artisans have learned to fashion it into powerful weapons and armor, far more powerful than your sword coast trinkets. So what do you think? This is your last chance to back out. Care to try your skills in the unforgiving wilderness of Icewind Dale? You look like an adventurer, sure enough. But do you have what it will take to survive in Icewind Dale? Oh, I'd like to help you out there. But I only have room on the ship for people likely to survive the journey, let alone the destination. The sail to Fireshear is dangerous. And then there's the overland track across the tundra to East Haven. Then across the pirate-infested Loch Dinneshear. And that's just to get there. Icewind Dale is crawling with barbarians, yeti, trolls, dire bears, giants. You look like you can handle the dangers of the Sword Coast, but to thrive in the far north, you'll need every advantage you can muster. Come back when you have a few more deeds to your name, and your equipment is a little more impressive.
Have you been to Alaska? It seems to be settled down.
Could you fight?
I do hope your next wound is unique.
girth is hungry like bear.
Trolls are eating my folk! Intolerable!
Must be done. The frost giants.
That
living
little feller
undead,
is
must
every
be
bit
dealt
as
with.
vicious as the big ones in Icewind Pass.
I've discovered something valuable. Are you worthy enough to claim it? I'm looking for someone I can trust.
The scourge of necromancy must be driven from Icewind Dale.
Gods above and below, who has an outdoor bar in a climate like this?
That little feller is every bit as vicious as the big ones in Icewind Pass.
What are those fools doing out there? Show me Dale Drop Vale.
Caer-Konig is booming. There is plenty of profit here for those brave or cunning enough to take it. Welcome to Caer-Konig and Icewind Dale, adventurer. Don't worry, you'll get used to the chill winds eventually.
Your enemies will fear me!
Have you considered joining?
You're new to town. Plenty of adventurers have shown up here, brashly ran off into the hinterlands in search of black ice, never to be heard from again. Black ice is a powerful substance, but lust for it can make you, well, reckless for one. Before you start gathering your fortune, there are a few people you should meet. Local business owners and such. These are the people who will pour your drinks, repair your armor, and pack your supplies. You'll want to cultivate a reputation for integrity, reliability, and generosity with these folks. If you can do that, your fortune is half made already.
I have one word
Swing
for
by
you.
the hook, line, and sinker,
Peaches.
and talk to Eglander, the bartender there. He's a good man to know.
There's a market for barbarian artifacts in Bryn Shiren.
Black ice requires careful study by experts.
With your help, the folk of the 10 towns will prosper like never before, and you right along with us.
Feel the fury in your heart!
I am not.
I'm good for what ails you.
There's much to do here, but you'll need to sign a contract first.
The Arcane Brotherhood will see everything set right in Icewind Dale.
Something has been pulling demons into our plane. It's up to us to stop them.
It's easy to see why they call this Icewind Dale.
Welcome to the Hook, Line, and Sinker, where the first drink's always free. Of course! I don't recognize your face, so I imagine you're new in town. You're in luck. I just received a few cases of good mead brew from the south. It won't last long, so your timing couldn't be better. I tell you, ever since people started bringing that black ice to town, the crowds have been rowdier, the lenders more miserly, and the pirates more savage. Wealth does strange things to people. You'd think with all this business I'd be making a profit. These are my troubles, not yours. Drink up and warm up your blood. If you're planning to prospect, you should head over to Frozen Far Expeditions and talk to Attonus Swift there. He's your best bet for provisions.
I'm looking for someone I can trust.
Honor, loyalty.
Just arrived? Grab a complimentary drink.
The frost giants, living and dead, must be dealt with.
Need advice on how to survive in Icewind Dale? You've come to the right place. I am, and this is Frozen Far Expeditions. Whatever you need to survive the harsh winds and bitter cold of the Icewind Dale, you'll find here. Well, normally you would. With all the interest in black ice, I've sold through most of my kits and supplies. All that's left are a few bits and bobs. But if you need advice, I'm your man. I've been all over these hills, and scaled Kelvin's cairn more than a few times. Age is starting to catch me, or else you'd see me out there, fighting with the rest for that black ice. I was expecting a shipment in this week, but the pirates got it. I don't like to disappoint my prospective customers. So here, take this. If you're looking for weapons or armor, talk to Noton Ivory Knife in the market, or visit Barrack's Iceforge and talk to Urgus Battlehammer. Steer clear of Barrack Hammerstone, though. He's trouble.
It's easy to see why they call this Icewind Dale.
Have you scrimshaw to trade? I suppose I am. I have some excellent weapons, real beauties, but my wares are only for trade for scrimshaw tokens. You want those? You're gonna have to kill some mercenaries. I have to say, I am lucky Beric Hammerstone lost his marbles. I've seen some of the work he's been doing with black ice, incorporating it into weapons and armor, and it is remarkable. He'd be putting me out of business if he wasn't completely barking mad. I've felt the craftsman's call, the all-consuming passion to give form to an idea. But what Beric's doing? It makes me wonder if there's a connection between the black ice and... I'm sure it's fine.
Swing those hammers, you slugs! We've orders to fill! What do you want? I'll tear your throat out! I'll rip you to shreds! Get away from me!
I've never seen Caer-Konig so busy. I only hope black ice doesn't destroy us.
The same. I'm Urgus of the Battlehammer clan. I sell black ice arms and armor. Miraculous outfitting for any adventurer, more powerful than any you have ever seen. I am the penultimate shaper of black ice in all the Icewind Dale, and at this moment, the best anyone can do business with. The very best is that troubled-looking dwarf over there, Beric Hammerstone. He was a nasty piece of work even before he went mad. Now, if he's not muttering away in the endless argument he has with the voices in his head, he's a raging terror, driving away my customers. Such a shame. If I weren't his cousin, I'd see him drowned in the lake to put him, and Caer-Konig, out of his misery. Anyway, if you have black ice, I can help you shape it, for a modest fee, of course.
I've never seen Caer-Konig so busy. I only hope black ice doesn't destroy us.
Oh, black ice is coming in all the time. We need to train more smiths.
I've never seen Caer-Konig so busy. I only hope black ice doesn't destroy us.
There is more to the ragged tribesmen than brawn and a lust for battle. Greetings. As you can see, many people have flocked to these cold climes in search of wealth and power. But I'm here on a quest for knowledge. I have spent a lifetime studying the so-called barbarian tribes of Faerun. I've written many volumes on the Northlanders of the Moonshae Isles, as well as the Uthgard of Velosk. but my knowledge of the Regid tribes is woefully incomplete. Sadly, many of the tribesmen are rather hostile, making first-hand study impractical. But much can still be learned from a careful examination of the relics they revere. Should you find any such relics, I would be only too happy to compensate you for bringing them to me.
Caer-Konig is booming. There is plenty of profit here for those brave or cunning enough to take it. You're back! Excellent! So, are you prepared to face the untamed wilderness? Wonderful! There is just one more thing. The people of the Ten Towns have begun to profit from the presence of black ice, but the Arcane Brotherhood has also expressed an interest. You'll find that the two parties have different goals and intentions regarding what should be done with this new resource. These strong opinions have led to conflict and, regrettably, violence. Being the accommodating fellow that I am, I have arranged for a solution to these conflicts. I let representatives of each faction recruit adventurers such as yourself here in town for a nominal fee to the, town coffers, of course. Bowen Brandt has come from the city of Bryn Shander to represent the interests of 10 towns. And Inara the Cerulean is here from Luskin to represent the Arcane Brotherhood. You should speak to each of them to learn who you'd prefer to work with. Of course, the contract you accept is only temporary, so you could always work for the other faction at a later time. Everyone can profit, you see?
The Arcane Brotherhood will see everything set right in Icewind Dale. First off, it is important I make something clear. The Arcane Brotherhood I represent is not the Arcane Brotherhood of the past. Former members like Akar Kessel and Valindra Shadowmantle have given the Brotherhood a bad name. But that Brotherhood collapsed decades ago when the host tower of the Arcane was destroyed. Yes, we call ourselves the Arcane Brotherhood, and yes, we are rebuilding the host tower in Luskin to serve as our headquarters. But we no longer pursue an agenda of political and economic world domination. We are simply an institution devoted to the collection and preservation of arcane knowledge for the betterment of all of our members. The black ice of this region presents us with a fascinating opportunity to study mineral intelligence, a residue of divine power, and the effects of malevolent, corrupting enchantment. We have even discovered a way to break the hold of black ice on some corrupted individuals. The Arcane Brotherhood has much to offer, Caer-Konig. It is my sincere hope that you will lend us your aid by signing a temporary contract and build your reputation as a benevolent agent of the Arcane Brotherhood.
With your help, the folk of the 10 towns will prosper like never before, and you right along with us. Greetings, stranger. That milksop Lowell sent you, did he? Well, the people of Caer-Konig should run him out of town on a rail. Alden Lowell is so corrupt. He lets an evil organization like the Arcane Brotherhood plunder the region of Black Ice. Some speaker he is. The 10 towners have a right to the natural and supernatural resources of Icewind Dale. After all, from Lonely Wood to East Haven, every town depends on each other for food, protection, and trade. If one town sells out the rest to a foreign interest like the Brotherhood, the rest will suffer. Unfortunately, the other speakers have been unable to convince Lowell of this necessity. If you work with us, helping the people of Caer-Konig by accepting a temporary contract, the 10 towns will see to it that you are richly rewarded.
Now that you have heard both sides, I encourage you to sign with either the 10 towns or the Arcane Brotherhood. Once you have a contract, they'll tell you what they need you to do out there.
The Arcane Brotherhood is concerned for the welfare of all. Can we count on you to work on behalf of the Arcane Brotherhood? You came here to get rich. Is that correct? You and every other person in the hills and valleys around this place. You want black ice. But before you can start harvesting that precious substance, you'll need to learn the technique from a master. Seek out Bjorn Steelstrike in Frostmound Keep, up in Icewind Pass. He will tutor you in the mysteries of the black ice.
Maybe lining his own pockets, but you can't blame him for that. Lowell may be lining his own pockets, but you can't blame him for that.
Just arrived? Grab a complimentary drink.